What does selling your home under contract mean? Woo! This could be a big one, you guys. Okay, so the two things that usually come up if it is under contract would be kind of like an assignment sale or wholesaling. So, number one, sometimes when you're building a new construction building, which I do not suggest to buy, this year is 2023. We haven't suggested buying new construction for investment purposes for quite a few years. But when you buy a new building that's going up, a new house or a new condo, many times in the past, you were able to flip it before it is completed. Let's say that you sign that deal and now it takes 3 years to build the unit, the house or the condo. Sometimes in some jurisdictions, you're able to sell it whenever you want, even after a year, it's still not there, but you have that contract and you can go resell it. What's happened more recently is that a lot of the builders have put a clause inside the contract that says you cannot sell this until you take ownership of it. And even then, sometimes they say at least for another 6 months until the whole building is complete. Many times they'll let you move into the unit without having the gym done or the pool done or anything else. And that could take a year as well. And sometimes the builders say, we don't want to allow you to sell this property until the whole place is complete. So that's what would happen under like an assignment. Okay, assignment sale, that's usually for a condo, but they can also happen on detached properties as well. All right, so that is the first instance that it would be under contract. The second more popular system is wholesaling. You see a lot of people on TikTok, YouTube, always talking about wholesaling. It's very popular, very snazzy. You can make a lot of money at it. In Canada, it is not as common because we have a lot more privacy laws. In the United States, they have something called skip tracing. Say you're driving down the road in the US and you see a house that is really run down, it is beaten up, and it's all garbage, okay? You knock on the door, nobody's there. You can go skip trace or go to a certain website and it will tell you the name and phone number of the person that owns the property. So you call them up. Now, you've done your work on this area and you know that these homes sell for $200,000. So if they sell for $200,000, and you walk around the house and you can estimate that it's going to cost you $20,000 in repairs. You now know that if you offer $150,000 on the home, you still have room to put $20,000 of repairs and still have $30,000 of profit, right? But that would require me to have $150,000 to buy the property and $20,000 in order to do the repairs. 170 grand. Who has that kind of money laying around? So this is what you do. You sign a contract with the older lady, you know, that this house under contract for $150,000. Under a contract, it hasn't cost you anything yet. You sign that, but you write in it, this is assignable to somebody else. And you have 10 days to do your due diligence. So in those 10 days now, you haven't given her any money. You're quickly calling all of your investors that you can and saying, hey, do you want this house for $160,000? Do you want this house for $160,000? It's worth $200,000 after the repairs. It needs 20 grand in repairs. Call everybody you can, offering them the deal for $160,000. And when you sell it to the other investor, you're just transferring over that contract to the next person. That can happen. That's an assignable contract where you're giving it to the next person, right? That's under contract. And that's very, very popular. The third kind of fringe one on the opposite side is what happens if you are under contract. That would be that you're selling your property. Sometimes if you're buying your property and you've signed a contract saying that that agent will be your only agent. So when you're selling a property, you always are signed to that agent. But sometimes when you're buying, you have to sign with the agent. The really good agents that are out there will require that you sign with them. In that instance, you as a buyer may be under contract. Cool. Hope that helps, guys. So you guys, my name is David Ruff and I operate in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. I'm a real estate broker. We have an entire team here, full service for anything that you need in selling your properties. This is what we specialize in. This is what we are experts at. If you need us for anything, you can always reach out to us, send us a message. We'll get back to you. If you're not in the greater Toronto area, I'm always here to help you as well. If you have any questions, send it below. I answer all of them. And thank you very much for coming by. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you like that video, you might like this one and maybe something like that.